What up, everyone? It's Javs on Twitch. It's Saturday. The watch party. Back to kind of a regular schedule just for this week. I'll be away next week. But we got some exciting news today. I played a little bit of Kalandra. It's been pretty hard to fit this in this time around. I thought it was releasing next week originally, and I think that's what they first announced, but it was a buffer week. So it ended up releasing on Friday, which my wife is away this week. So I have all three kids. Very challenging to play a one-player video game. But I did stay up a little late, maybe, last night to make it to, I'll give you guys the update. And then there was watch party chatter if you are on my Discord. It looks like, I think we should watch Licorice Pizza and then The Lost City. And maybe in that order as well, because Licorice Pizza may be more of something to pay attention to. The dialogue might be valuable. Lost City seems like a no-brainer. Action, funny, comedy. So maybe we'll check it out. There were some other suggestions too, maybe. So if we don't have like a hard veto, I think that's probably the schedule. So, but we'll see. We'll see as the trickle-in period happens. So let's see if I'm still a Path of Exile streamer here. All right. I think we can get set up. Yep. I'm just going to go right into it. I'm level 62 as a Trickster. I decided this league that since there was some Trickster changes, and since I've pretty much played everything, I mean, I haven't pretty much played everything. I've pretty much played all the Ascendancies, I should say. I decided that this league will be Trickster League for jobs, for me. So I think it's a good idea to just go all out on Trickster. So I did. So here's my strategy, what I've been doing so far. I'm basically doing the endless heist here, but I bought my first Divine, which I bought it for 89C. It's it's about the same right now, but it seems to be rising. Pretty close to exactly how Exalts have worked in the past. Who knows what the end game value of this will be? It might be very different, but at least we can kind of see the growth of it at league start, seemingly like an Exalt so far. And then Exalts seemingly like Divines. They're basically 7-1 or 11C-ish, somewhere in that range. So that's pretty much how Divines are, and this will probably fall a little bit as the league goes on and everybody has them, type of thing. Then the abundance gets too big, but that would be like a little bit ways down the line. So anyway, my strategy is basically just to set up a level 62 tree, which actually even in my path of building, I think I set up a level 64 tree. Slightly different tree, but I did switch around some of the masteries as I went along because my final end game form might be very different than this, and I was even considering going CI, which is maybe why my pathing is kind of in this area here. And then I have a whole nother plan of maybe coming over to this socket as well, because there's some good chaos juicy things over here, and then this is also where the cast speed stuff is all over here. There's some good ES stuff over here, and if I wanted to go staves, I could potentially come over here as well. So there is a plan to maybe go over there. If I was going to do low life, obviously I'd have to pass through here somehow. So these are some pretty good energy shield combination ones, and then the big energy shield wheel. If I really went CI, I'd have to probably pass down here to get to this, right? But for now, I'm just heisting. I'm doing endless heisting, and I'm doing a chaos dot occultist. I was gonna just do Essence Drain, Contagion, or whatever, but as soon as I got Soul Ren, popped on Soul Ren, I actually started it with lesser multiple projectiles on like a 3-link or something like that, and it was easy. It was easy blasting everything, except for like rares and bosses, I guess. For bosses, you should probably do a Val Blight setup if you're so lucky to get one this early. I like immediately dropped the Val Blight in the first, so very lucky for me. I also not bought, but I also dropped a. Where did I put it? Val. I just changed around my sockets actually, but I got Righteous Fire as well. So easy again, easy Righteous Fire. And then I got like a bunch of other stuff too eventually because I kept doing them looking for Val Haste. Obviously, I didn't get a Val Haste, but actually, what I'm doing right now is I'm just straight up running Haste and Grace together. And then I get this one here for the reservation. It's kind of hard to see where my mouse is. But I get this Grace thing here, and we're already down here, so we're getting Charisma. And then we path up here to get Influence. And it's like a nice, good chunk of mana pool that's left over here. Actually, I can still hit the Discipline, right? I can still even hit the Discipline without having the Discipline Mastery here, right? And it does work, but I only have 3 mana left over, so obviously that's not viable for a self-cast build. If I'm just like a running build or something, maybe we could life tap on the Withering Step or something, right? But I just have it in the back pocket. It does give me a sizable amount of energy shield, and I probably will use it in the final endgame form if I go CI or low life. Probably still have to use Discipline. Depends on how many ors I want to try to run this league, I guess, is really the question. And I don't know if I will permanently use Haste, but it just seemed like a good idea for Heist to just have the permanent Haste always on. And then Grace, pretty much nothing ever hits me. I just run straight through. Obviously, we only have to tend with level 67 and below content, basically. I probably don't even have to go shield, but why even have extra damage? Because I just found this one. I did even craft another one. I might have sold it already. Or maybe it's on the back burner here. Yeah, I crafted this one with the belt, the chain belt thing at like level 18 or whatever it was. This one was. I think it's the level 18 one. Something in that range, basically. But before that, I was basically just dual wanding or playing with the fastest shield I could find. I did get a little bit of suppression, but my full suppression won't be until I get Uber lab, and I've only done the 3 labs because you don't really need to do a 4th lab. And this one's like not even that important, but this has the 4% movement speed, so I could probably go a little bit faster if you really want to go all out and get the Swift Killer, but I'm actually not really going to go fully into charges. I'm just getting this is kind of a wasted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points here, but I'm getting like an extra 6 points. I mean, I can eventually maybe lap around if I'm going to get there's some movement speed here and stuff too, but I felt I didn't really need this extra. Cast speed is also really nice. I'll just run to have more cast speed. But the name of the game, the new town, your action speed is at least 108 base value is OP. This is insane. I got this first, and it's just been smooth sailing ever since, never slowing down. The sand creatures, when you're fighting Sakari or whatever, and you're in the sand or whatever, nope, sand doesn't matter anymore. Sand doesn't matter anymore. Just run through the sand, same speed that you always run through. Doesn't even matter. Sand doesn't count, you know? I mean, if there's something on the ground that you have to walk through, then it may not be an action speed thing, and you'll be still like slower while you're on that stuff. You know what I mean? But pretty much everything else is negated. I do kind of get stunned still. You can get like stunned, like as you're walking, my character will like take a moment to move again. So I'm assuming that's getting stunned, but it doesn't happen too often because I'm evasion, and I pretty much never get hit, right? So this is my versus level 60, just in the tooltip, obviously. In Path of Building, it'll be much different, but I didn't even fully cap anything here. I did get a little bit of chaos resistance. Because this is such a nice leveling wheel, ever since they added the masteries, because you can use the Corrupted Blood right here, so it's an easy, you don't even need the jewel, just don't even have to worry about it, don't even put anything. I got poison on my flask, right? I didn't even roll any flasks, no flasks whatsoever. We're just doing like random, I mean, this is for the onslaught basically, right? Not doing critical strikes, it's a dot build. I was lucky to find an Enduring one. Enduring is amazing. It's great. Always get Enduring for your first character if you're using mana pretty much every single time. If you drop it eventually, then great. Add another flask that you love, like Dying Sun or whatever. But, you know, if you need a mana flask, Enduring mana flask while you're leveling or while you're, you know, your first character going through maps or whatever, easy problem. All your mana is solved forever, basically, just by having that. I'm also running a level 1 Clarity. Probably don't even really need to do that anymore, but I just have a good amount of mana, so it seemed like okay. Could also run Vitality, I suppose, as well, since we're still like very heavy life. But I do have some regen on just I forget where it's coming from, but there's some regen in this tree, very small amount. Yeah, there's some regen right here actually. So usually dot characters tend to have some regen stuff built in. This one also has chaos resistance, which is why I like this one. I did rush up here and get this. The skill effect duration kind of also helps as well, because we're doing stuff like Withering Step. But the Withering Step elusive speed, and you get so fast, and you're phasing, and you just run through everything. I actually probably should add a Quartz Flask, but I've just been using it so far this way. The Withering Step hasn't really ever been down when I needed it. You know, there's been a couple of times when I run out of charges, so maybe a second wind is possible for an upgrade here. But right now I just have like a level 3 Arcane Surge with which actually I don't even know if that's a good level for this, by the way. 17, yeah, it's fine. So level 3 Arcane Surge with Flame Dash and Withering Step here. I think it instantly goes on even for the Withering Step as well. So maybe I can tailor this a little bit better, but this is where it's at the moment. I will consider leveling this all the way up to, because Soul Rend is a huge mana killer. It just uses a ton of mana. So 63 on a 4-link. This is 63 to cast this one time. But the thing is, I have like decent regen right now, because I've passed through a lot of the regen area here. And I actually even spec'd into this immediately. Like I went here and then bam, right to Soul Siphon. Because even Essence Drain and Blight, all that stuff is super, just shakes your mana so fast with constant channeling and stuff like that. Every single boss you're going to be doing this during leveling, you know, probably, unless you're going to go Essence Drain fully. So, which is also fine. You could go Essence Drain for leveling as well. But I always like to try to go right into what I want to play endgame. And so I decided to go Soul Rend Blight for right now. But I'm also running like a very light Bane. So we could potentially go Staffs and then do like a big Bane setup. But I think I'm going to just do this as a mapper clearer type of character right now. So I'm looking for a lot of movement speed. I'm looking for the phasing. I'm looking for the Withering Step is a nice touch to get a little extra Wither stacks. We got the Wither Totem, obviously, because we're not occultists. We have no other way of doing Wither, basically. But, you know, with all the Wither and everything, potentially I guess I could get a Withering multiple totems eventually as well, too. But it's already a nightmare for me to even get a red socket at all, so... Because I'm pretty much always trying to get Evasion and Energy Shield on every single piece of gear to give me a little bit of buffer so that we can run early Ghost Dance here, which this actually works very well. And then the little bit of regen on the health, and then Soul Rend itself built into Soul Rend. There's another good reason to use Soul Rend is it leeches as Energy Shield, just built in. So it's just nice. You get 5 projectiles that kind of search around a little bit. They move kind of by themselves. So like if you're like right tight around a corner, you can shoot it out, and it'll try to curve back around a little bit. Can't do it like completely tight, but there's some good spots where that works out really nice in Heist. And yeah, and that's it. It's pretty easy. Other than that, we're just running through and we're throwing down the deals. These links could be like a little bit different, I guess. But Bane Clarity, I don't even need the Clarity really. But yeah, it's actually been working really well. So what up, Boston Nova? How you doing? So you watched Lost City already? Yeah, that was my take too. I mean, but I do like what's her name, Sandra Bullock, and the other guy's pretty funny. That seems like their style movie anyway. So if someone's gonna do it, it might as well be them, right? And then Licorice Pizza seems like a fun movie too. So I don't know. I just opened up Amazon Prime the other day since I didn't really see too many suggestions, and it popped up as the first thing. I was gonna go see it in theaters, but just never really had a chance to go. So, but yeah, I just threw it in. If people have other options, I mean, I think it's fine. If we want to do some other suggestions too, but I think that is the first step, maybe. All right, yeah. So I'm gonna get back to it. So actually, the thing is, I just bought my first divine. So technically, if this was, so I'm gonna be away next week. So my plan for Path of Exile is a little bit different than maybe if I normally I would be trying to roll my Flash auto right now, and then starting to go into mapping, and then getting my 6th link set up, probably with a corrupted 6th link, maybe a tabula. Tabula really sucks for this build though, because we definitely want energy shield, and we definitely want evasion on every piece of gear if possible, and then also getting suppress. Like this has 10% suppress on it, which is great. I would probably start buying suppress gear before mapping, is what I would do, so I can get up to 100 suppress. And then I'm also going to plan my last 2 points. I'm going to go here probably as well, and even get this. So this is great defensively, and I think it's also great to start out for your first build as a Trickster, because when we get to those pinnacle bosses and stuff like that, there's going to be a lot of spells. You're not going to be able to dodge everything, and this is just going to be nice to have this extra spot. Plus, they changed some of the gear suppression stuff, so the values are lower now as well too. So just having this as your first character, you won't have to get as much suppress on gear. Because I'm only getting the one wheel here. Just getting the one wheel. There is another wheel way down here, which is pretty good, but I don't really have a reason to go to this part of the tree unless we were going to use this jewel socket, for example. But this jewel socket is probably like way superior, because then we can be in the area of so many better chaos dot stuff. So that's probably what I'm going to end up doing, because most of this is going to be wasted anyway. Like I'm going to cut most of this tree later on. We'll probably keep the grace, obviously, but a lot of this other stuff, I mean, the energy shield we could keep. A lot of this other stuff's going to get cut out anyway. We're going to have to get charges a different way. But this is a great way to just do it for leveling, since Shadow is the closest to this, basically, besides Scion, I guess. Ranger is also decently close to this. So if you start these classes and you don't... I mean, Ranger almost always has a way to get charges, so it's kind of silly for Ranger, maybe. But and even Shadow, even before this patch, this would have been an easy charge anyway. If this had charge generation, then I'd say maybe I would go with this. But without the charge generation for this build, you don't really need the charges. It's just the fastest way to get through Heist at the level and stuff like that. So we're just doing it all on kill. Trickster's already built into on kill anyway. This is on kill. All this is on kill. So there's nothing we can do about it anyway. We're built into a ton of recovery on kill. So we have more here. With the blood drinker and the mana drinker. I could even get the soul thief as well, but you know, it's just, we have how many different masteries? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I was very sure to not pick the same ones twice, I think. Like this is the reservation mastery. This one I can even get to. I don't have the energy shield one, but I didn't pick the second chaos one here. And then this one's resistance, this one's life, this one's damage over time. And then this one's evasion. So evasion and energy shield, they're all slightly different, right? So, and there's more we could spec into too. So that's like so much recovery, right? So much recovery. Actually, this is probably going to be a pretty smooth map or two once I like really level it up. So if this was regular league and I was going to be here next week, I would probably just buy my suppress gear and go right into mapping and try to push as far as I can into yellow maps or whatever, right? Before I think I don't have enough damage anymore, I'd probably start trying to roll +1 wand and stuff like that, right? So I can get chaos skills up. Try to level up my jewels all the way, all my gems all the way, and stuff like that, right? But I'm not going to be here next week. I don't know what the meta is going to be anyway. So I think the best strategy, actually, is for me to just continuously endless heist. And where is the rest of my endless heist, by the way? It's in here. So I think it might actually be best for me to do this instead. Just continuously endless heist anyway, save up all my cash money, And then when I get back, I can spec into whatever other build I want to do, or we can just continue this build. I think this one will be fine to continue the end game. I think I can self-cast beat everybody with Soul Ren. So, it's not very good single target is the biggest problem, so it might be like full clusters and stuff before we get there. Which is maybe the reason to not start this build, or start Chaos Dot in general. But I think Chaos Dot is still pretty good. Maybe Poisonous Concoction or going Occultist would help. So, I got different messages on Discord. What most of the day? Okay. I thought you weren't going to be around tonight, Boston Nova. It sounded like you were not going to be around tonight. I would have waited like a little bit more for people's input, maybe. Lockpicking is usually the best. So. Yeah, and so then I've just been doing this, and I've been doing Chaos Recipe. What's that? I got a big old tab. That's it. But I may have not even needed to do Chaos Recipe, actually, because I actually got pretty lucky with the drops. I dropped an Exalt as well, but I guess that's not worth as much anymore, and the drop rates are different, so... This has 2. Do I want a Chrome? So I need mostly boots, but I could use all rares at this point. I don't think I have anything blocked out. I actually just did a huge Chaos Recipe, and I actually sold the new gloves too. I dropped the new Val gloves during leveling. The ones that are like +5, -5. I dropped those and they sold for 50 Chaos. I tried to sell them for 1 Divine, but that wasn't really happening, so I sold it for 50 C. Maybe that's a ripoff, but it doesn't really matter. 50 C is pretty valuable this early in the league. If I was trying to level up my character, that would have been enough, really. Just a 50 C would have got you a new chest, or a new boots, or a new whatever you want. You could fully gear your starting character for 50 C a lot of times, so... I mean, I could have basically said, I don't even want to do Endless Heist because that's how good that drop was, right? So, but it's like, I'm basically unkillable in here. You know, with the level that we're at, we're like pretty spiked in terms of, I mean, we don't kill everything instantly, but it's, you know, it's pretty good. I don't really have to cast twice for anything, unless it's a boss, right? Everything pretty much instantly dies. We want to. Don't need this. We could get double chests too, but we're kind of running out of space. Probably check these other chests too. I got so much. Got so much alert level here.
We got company. Yeah.
Well, I'm just fine. Alright, that's it. We're like very fast. The action speed thing makes you cast faster as well, makes you put down a totem faster. So it just feels good. It feels good. Trickster doesn't really feel sluggish. I mean, a lot of people maybe don't take that action speed thing, so then it'll just be like old Trickster, I guess. But it's the most unique new thing that you can get on Trickster right now, so I just felt like I had to do it. Yeah, it's definitely the thing to check out. Just to see like how good it is, and during leveling, definitely fantastic. Maybe like late game, or you can spec out of it, or do the Forbidden Jewels to get an extra ascendancy, but seems worth it for sure. That, and I guess if you already had charge generation, if you're doing a different build or something, then you could take that first. But just the never having to be worried about being frozen or anything for the whole rest of the time, even when you don't have great cold resist while you're leveling. So easy. So you decided to reverse your I don't want to do anything and just cool. Well, it's nice that you can do that, I guess. So yeah, you're like me, man. Oh shit, I don't have any space for this. Yeah, I'm pretty much the same way. I'm like, it doesn't really matter. I just want to hang.
Just keep him off me.
So, there's a lot of stuff I probably would have never watched. it wasn't for your all suggestions, really. Yeah. Not even flasking properly right now. So anyway, I actually didn't really stream. I don't know if I would have been. I could have streamed like way late last night, I guess, but I don't know how valuable that would have been as a stream.
Not even close, mate.
You know, I was like pretty exhausted. So, but I still played until like 5 in the morning.
Rookie.
But I was just,
Hope you didn't leave anything.
I was just like very slow.
We ain't going back.
You know, I wasn't like doing anything perfect or anything. I was like running around in all directions. You know, I missed a trial. I was just all over the place. But I wasn't really trying to race. I just wanted to get the character like, you know, to a comfortable position. So I spent most of the time just trying to figure out quality of life stuff and looking at socket pressure and whatever. So, just the casual first character problems, you know. And then I also didn't, I didn't really plan too much this league because I thought I wasn't going to be here for league start. So I kind of just went in with whatever. Whatever happens. Whatever happens. What tier is this? Tier 4 regenerate? So I actually had a very social day today because they had a back to school fair or whatever locally around here. So I took the kids to that, and then we went to the pool, and my kids' friends were there, and their parents, and so I was hanging with them, and they were hanging with them, and you know, the usual light weekend banter about deep philosophical stuff, but not really. I guess we'll try to get lucky with the unique here. I've been doing brute force to try to get unique drops. I actually haven't really had any good unique drops in Heist though. I think the other one came from the league mechanic or something actually. But I actually haven't really done the league mechanic that much either. I did like 3 maybe. This one doesn't even have a unique in it anyway. But I kind of need fossils too, maybe. So, I leveled. I don't really need to though, because I have like basically all the points that I would want for this part of the game. So I've been de-leveling back to 62 every time. But I guess I would have, because my next set of points to get are going to be like a big pathing thing. So 2 extra points doesn't really help me that much. I could, you could potentially spend 2 extra points to get better, like strength and stuff, because I have like crafted intelligence on here, and I had some trouble with getting like my stats up. Like some of these things have stats on them, but that's just kind of lucky. Sometimes you don't get as many stats on the gear as you would like, so you have to spec into like the 30-point nodes and whatever. And I'm actually not using any 30-point nodes on this at the moment, which is very surprising. I had planned to come over here and get both of these actually for 3 extra points. So, but if I was 3 extra points higher than what, you know, it's still fine. You could still do endless heights at like 65. So, anyway, I haven't even done that much, really. I've de-leveled maybe like, I don't know, 10 times or something. you know. And you know, I've made a divine already at least. So you don't even have to do it that much, really. You just do it for like an hour. Depends on how lucky you are, I guess.
Can we go? I'm taking the longest, bubbliest damn bath after this.
So, but even if you didn't need the currency, you know, it's still nice to just have like extra alks before mapping and stuff like that. You know, I'm like not really like purposely trying to farm that right now, but it's just easier to get it than during leveling. And then I'm not even finished yet with the thing too. I guess I have to readjust on my stuff, my resists once I beat Katava for real, because we still have the actual go to the Katava thing here or whatever. So, but I pretty much did everything else. So I was potentially considering starting even earlier, because the power of this build was basically already there at like 58 or something, you know? Like I already felt it was fine at that point. So I probably could have, but you know, you want to do you want to be able to get 60 plus so you can do the chaos recipe really. So.
Good luck to you.
So I guess the minimum really has to be 60. Which one is this? Fuck. I'm never gonna do engineering though, so probably just delete this. I guess I'll just put it in here for now. This is fine. So you could come and look at the new stuff since I just leveled up. It's gonna give like a whole nother set in here. So if there's good ones like Deception, I definitely want. You know, because there's not that many Deception ones, and Deceptions you just run through at the end. It's very nice. But lockpicking is probably the ones that give you the best bubblegum currencies and stuff like that. There's like a bunch of cheat sheets online. You can use one like this or something. Gives you like the reward types over here. But basically I'm focusing on mostly currency and like armors, I guess, really, because those are the ones that give you the chaos recipes. But you don't actually have to spec into this, but it just gives you another option. Like if you run Deception, you'll see ones that can guarantee stuff for the chaos recipe, basically, because all these like rare things. But then you also get div cards that are nice. But Bruce Force is okay too, because then if you need weapons, there's lots of weapons. And then, you know, fossils and uniques, you could drop like, you know, those deer stalker boots that you're looking for or whatever, right? Some leveling unique is mostly it, or you could drop Tabula, I guess, right? You're probably not going to hit it huge, right? But those ones will give you some, you know, maybe you even get a unique ring that just has good resist or something on it, right? Just for movement speed or whatever, leveling and stuff like that. I've been avoiding the ones that are like crazy like this. There's too many options, but agility also is fine, I guess, because it has currency in here. There's some good things in here. Low level essence usually isn't that good, because you're going to get essences, but you could slap those on your gear, but if you need it. But by the time I get to level 60, usually essences aren't that great unless I want endgame essences, and then endgame essences you're not getting at level 60 anyway, really, and you're not going to be corrupting them, so it's not really worth. But yeah, that's it. I pretty much never do trap or perception or engineering, really, right? Because this is not, there's no upside on this one. This one at least has fossils, I guess, and you can use it for the chaos recipe. This is like nothing, right? Counter thermatology is fine. So, but it's mostly deception. Deception and lockpicking. Unless you're like target farming something specific. I don't want demolition. I have plenty of the other ones already. So then you just do it like that. So now we have some to run. So if you're at very low currency, you might not even have enough. So you might have to go in to get a little bit more currency to buy stuff. Like I can only buy like 3 more anyway. So you could like go all the way up here and then D-level, right? To save you like a little extra time, you don't have to de-level as much, right? Or you could even go up a level and then de-level or whatever. That's fine as well, right? Because anywhere all the way up to 67 is probably fine, but I've been hitting it a little early. Because if I do it right now, I can get the Book of Regression here, and then we can go right back again, and then we'll have a whole nother set. It'll be one level lower, obviously, but it's still fine for the rewards that we're looking for. Now I got a whole nother set of ones to look through again here. If you're like rolling for specific ones that you're looking for, right? Like another lock-picking one's there. I could buy this perception one too. Perception? I forget what one's perception. That is... Nah, I actually don't want that. It does have jewelry, so if you need jewelry, I guess. But I'm actually pretty full up on jewelry right now. I actually need like chests and boots and stuff like that. So, but we could do this lock picking. Perception's the best though. Plus you can also start to get your... If you really want to spec into Heist long term and do like the blueprints and everything like that, you can basically always run Gianna every time you have Gianna for all the deception ones, counter thermology, whatever, and you'll get a... She has the thing where she gives you extra reveals that are cheaper, so... It's full-time worth. I don't know if I'm going to be doing blueprints this week, but I could. The build seems totally fine for it if I wanted to do it. We'd obviously have to level it up to the 83 version and go ham. But so, Withering Step is also perfect for Heist because if you're doing a Chaos character, that is. Because there's a lot of time where you don't really want to do an action, right? So, just running through is often the best option, you know. And we're gonna be evasion, so hopefully nothing actually hits us. So we can just keep running. Except for the doors, but the doors don't stop the elusive because it's not me doing a skill or anything, right? So I do want to go do this one though. And then while you're here, waiting for the door, you can, you know, cast the Soul Rends, and the Soul Rends will go find people. You know what I mean? Like these ones will go search. It actually has pretty decent range. I don't even think you need like faster projectiles for this, because it doesn't really matter if they get there faster. They'll go farther though, I guess, with faster projectiles, but it seems like overkill. They already go pretty far. I haven't picked up much, I guess. So it's good to, you know, get your charges up, because we're all on kill here. So, but most of the time you don't even need the charges, really. It's just like a nice extra to have for leveling, because the first mapping or whatever will be nice to have that as well. So, what do I think I need more of? Weapons? Or I guess I don't need any of that. Guess I can open. We're probably gonna have to drop something anyway, because too much big things.
Perhaps you should rest.
So, and you could throw in a Val Blight if you have it, I guess. Not really necessary to have that for this. What was I trying to pick up? It was a long item? I don't remember what I was trying to pick up before. It was a bow, yeah. I guess we would want one.
Keep it up, exile.
So for this, I don't even have to stop at all. You can just blast all the flasks, right? If you actually are having mana problems, I guess you can life tap the Withering Step, or you could also just
how lovely. Farewell.
Blast the Mana Flask. Blast the Mana Flask. Alright, so we're putting all this in here. Is this worth using? Deal critical strike. Reduce mana cost of skills. Actually, this might be Reduce mana cost of skills is actually what this build needs. So I originally had these over here, but the 10 mana per enemy killed doesn't really matter anymore because I have the Trickster Ascendancy, right? So this, if you get a Mana Master, you can get the 10% reduced here, but it's 3 points, I guess, instead of 2 points. So just a little bit of increased mana works. Is necessary, I think. Deception, I said. But now I'm like leveling up again here.
Oh, okay then.
So it might have been better to maybe do a couple of contracts before de-leveling again, so I didn't waste all this, but I guess it doesn't matter
Just need a moment to
that
catch
much.
my breath.
We've got trouble.
So if I don't press anything, I can just continuously walk through here. I can even open the chest up. And it doesn't hurt my elusive.
Keen eye for pretty little things, don't you? Ooh, that's so
This one has
Should have rehearsed more.
2 armor.
Don't be so paranoid. Look, always knew I'd knock in bed. We're just looking around, I swear.
Guess I don't need all of these. We should do the other armor, I guess.
Nah, you're just drunk.
But I don't use the flame dash too much. But the flame dash will be more necessary for mapping anyway.
Need you for this.
I might even go shield charge, but I'm thinking less and less that I want to do shield charge because I'm gonna have Withering Step on. And Withering Step synergizes better, but I guess if I want to spam, I could do it.
Keep it down.
I haven't really decided. Shield charge is always like a good contender because it's so fast. But then a lot of times I end up not using it and just going flame dash.
Before her was everything. What an anticlimax.
Just depends on the character, I guess. If you have a really slow character, shield charge does kind of speed it up a little bit.
Security incoming.
So maybe you can spam it.
Spectacular. Keep going.
So I could shoot a soul rend, right? But it would slow me down a little bit. So most of the time, like, I don't know, watch my life as I run through maybe. But I haven't had any issues at all.
Oh, I know who to lose.
Maybe I should try to stay in a bunch of enemies for a while. If I'm next to a boss and they do like a big slam or something, and I don't evade it, then you'll probably see my health full go. But then the theory is that, you know, as long as they don't hit me again within a certain time period, then I'll regen as I'm in time, you know? Or I'll leech back. Right? The Soul Rend has the leech. That's gonna be so crazy. It's gonna be like the leech, and I'm gonna have the energy shield here from the suppress. For the fast restart. I think it's just gonna be like a good recovery regen build. You might have to think about the damage at some point though. But oh, I also got really lucky on I literally found a 10 passive chaos cluster on my first Delirium as well. I don't know how I got that lucky. So I hit it with an Alk and this is what happens. Got Unwavering Evil. So this is already usable actually right now, but I don't need a cluster setup at level 62, so it's not really worth anyway. But I could start doing an early cluster setup now because I have a cluster, right? So that's why I kind of stopped at like the 62 area. Because if I wanted to do a cluster setup right now, I'd have to spend like a good, like it's 10 passives, so do what, like 8 at least maybe, and then these 4, right? So I'm looking at 10 plus points. It's gonna put me well over my heisting, It's not gonna be really worth slotting in a cluster there just to take the first cluster point, like I'm working on it. to then keep de-leveling and never seeing it,
That's
you
what
know?
I'm here for.
So once I get done with this portion, I could slap that in, and I don't have to spend anything on it.
Yeah.
So, but since I have so much currency already, I could just look for one and buy one, actually. So, then I guess I'll have two. But I should probably get a different one anyway, because when I start mapping, I'm going to start seeing harvest.
Be a problem.
And when I see harvest, I guess it doesn't matter, because now I don't have to roll harvest immediately, right? True. New strats.
You get this one, yeah?
So, I guess when I decide I want to start crafting clusters, I can go buy one, I guess. That's kind of nice. I assume harvest, even though they, like, took a bunch of crafts away or whatever. I did look at it,
Too easy.
and it still has, like, things like Reforge Chaos or whatever, so... So that's plenty fine, right? For your first character, you're not trying to do expensive stuff. You're just trying to roll and maybe get lucky on getting one or two good things.
You get this one, yeah?
You know. So, but you could also completely skip crafting, you know?
Who put you in a bag?
I'm kind of like wandering around on this one here. So, these guys like don't even hit me, do they? I mean, I'm regenning a little bit. This is without the flask. This is just grace. 2,000 life. So, my ghost shreds are at 2. I mean, as long as they're dying to karst, I guess. So obviously, once we find like the big crazy rares, like the essence mobs and stuff like that, will destroy me probably. Like actually, my first Lake of Kalandra tablet was like a triple essence thing, and then I went and tried to do it, and I had like a 4 essence. I had 2 4 essences in there, you know? So it was actually impossible. I couldn't even kill the guy. I had to walk away. And I killed one of them, but it took forever. I was like level 12 or something, you know what I mean? So like I didn't want to... I couldn't believe I could see 4 essences in one mob at that time, you know what I mean? So I don't know if they like got it balanced incorrectly maybe because it's a new thing. But I was just like, alright. I mean, I took like 10 minutes to kill the one, and then I used those essences to like craft up some gear or whatever, but like, you know, I was like, this is not worth. I could just skip my essences later or something, right?
Let's go, Ma.
So it was a little unfortunate that I found that early and then couldn't save it or anything. Because I could have not run the tablet, right? I could have waited. But I just wanted to see what it was like as well, so...
On it.
So, but I guess if you are like leveling a second character or something like that, and you see the essence one, you might as well hit it, because you might get some really good, you know, if you can kill the mob, you'll be like good to go, you know? So, because I'm not going to spec, there's no way I'm specking into, there's zero chance that I'm specking into Essence. I didn't do it last league either. I avoided Essence last league as well. Ever since they added the Arch Nemesis thing, I think you also want to avoid Metamorph. Anything that has, like, big crazy bosses. If you're making a mapper, I guess I should say. If you're making a bosser, then yeah, maybe stack them all up and then, you know, try to get as much out of each enemy as you can and then don't do as many maps. But, my league start strategy is almost always mapping focused, because even if you are going to be killing all these pinnacle bosses or whatever on your first run through, you still have to go through the 14, 18, 20, whatever maps, 28 maps every time, right? So, you know, if it takes you twice as much to go through every single map, you know, it's still not, I don't think it's still worth it, you know what I mean? But usually people just copium a little bit and they say, well, I'm going to throw a mine and then detonate and then walk, and throw a mine and detonate it and walk, and do that over and over again for, you know, however many maps there are, right, for that first run through. But I think it's so much easier to just make like a huge projectile crazy shit character that runs disgusting fast, or one that where everything melts around you with like Plague Bearer or something like that, or even Poisonous Concoction, where you're just like throwing shit and everything blows up. You know, even if it's harder on the bosses, just like play it easier to get through that.
Keep it simple, yeah?
And you know, once your atlas is pretty full and you got all the points and stuff like that, then you can literally do anything. Doesn't even matter.
Things start going south from there.
So then, if you wanted to make like a boss or something, or just level up your character, really. Every single ability I've ever tried in this game, whether people have said it's like, oh, it's so meta or it's not meta or whatever, you know, pretty much every single thing that I've tried. Actually, I should check how many I got. With enough currency, it's everything is usually like pretty much you can get it done. You know what I mean? It'll be like a little. There could be some builds, you know what I mean, that are a little clunky. But like, if you take a skill as your main skill and you decide that you want to use that skill as your main skill, and you 6-link it, you know what I mean? You're mostly going to be able to get through everything. You know, with enough practice and understanding the skill and whatnot, it's going to be able to kill stuff. You know, it might take longer than like Seismic Trap or whatever, right? But
too easy.
You know, you're playing the game.
Well, I'm getting hit.
So I don't know. I've always played super variety on this one. I think if I played the same skill every league, I would get bored. So, and I never played Soul Run before. I've done an Essence Drain character before, like way before.
You take that.
And I don't know if that was a Trickster. It probably was, but that was like old Trickster. Like before the nurse, but even before that, like Trickster was just completely different back then.
You're trying to get us caught?
Don't need any of that, I don't think. So, I mean, for the most part, I'm taking too long in every single contract. You don't even have to do any of this. You can just run through and get the end and like get out and just look at the couple of boxes here and there.
Run, Rook, run!
So,
You do your job, I'll do mine.
you just want to blast them fast, really.
Lend a hand, Rookie.
I don't find too many of the flasking orbs, though, I guess. Those are still, like, decently rare. I think if those were made before Heist was released, Heist loot table would have been a little bit different, maybe. Have I seen the original Westworld movie? I didn't even know there was a Westworld movie. I've seen, I'm caught up, except for this very new season right now of Westworld on HBO. I have been watching it, but I don't think I've seen a movie of it. Is that the same thing? Is it a different thing? Stun duration? Wow, this is like the worst possible thing. I don't even think it's worth keeping in my stash. This is a Chrome, I guess.
Farewell.
The show's based on the movie? Maybe I did know that. I don't think I have seen it now. When did it come out?
Chat's going to need to keep busy.
Option.
See you.
I guess we'll do another. We can do a counter Dermatology, I guess, for the Gianna.
Okay then.
We're getting a little. Maybe we do want to kill some monsters so we level up and refresh the vendor.
Focus. Watch your breath.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Been blasting too fast.
You've got trouble. Always knew I'd knock him dead.
That's what that does. What am I at right now? I don't need helmets or chests. Okay, well that does make my inventory space easier. The hardest thing about Chaos Recipe is carrying all those chests back. Like, I love to get to the end game point where you're not picking up really anything. It just feels so much smoother. Gameplay wise. I still think they should just like put all your loot at the end or something like that. You know? Or at least give you the option to like recover the stuff you forgot to pick up. But I guess weight and all that.
Protect your female lead.
So, I mean, there's like endless thinking about how to strategize this. That guy kind of hit hard. You know, do you like blast the map so fast and then you have to come back to pick everything up? Or, you know.
This is far more tense than I like.
And then, like, is it worth picking up? Is it worth stopping while you're blasting and all that kind of stuff? It's like the endless discussion. You know? But them updating stack sizes was a huge help.
Was everything she wanted.
Because, you know, before the strategy was like never even pick up scrolls ever again. Because what are you going to pick up one scroll every single time? But like 5 scrolls like that makes it a little bit easier to not completely run out of scrolls. So I might be able to run through these without dying. Because I'm like so fast. But I usually play Heist. Like I know how to play it. But I guess probably blast through.
Faultless, stunning,
just run
and
through.
incredible performance.
So that's why Deception's so great, because there's just no traps on the way back. You just get through.
The craftsmanship. Happy hunting.
So it's a 1973. Is it on thing? Is it anywhere? It's actually what inspired the Terminator. Oh, nice. I do kind of feel that a little bit, actually. It's kind of Terminator-esque. With like the whole who's taking over. How smart are certain beings. Can they figure it out? Can they adapt outside of what was created originally? Yeah, so that's counter thermotard. Brute Force still has like some resistance, right? Just gotta break the boxes sometimes. But in general, Tibbs is like pretty fast. Actually, that might be. No, I still only have 2 sets. I need boots like really badly, actually. So maybe there's not gonna be an armor one on this one though. We should look for a small chest maybe then.
No girl who loved that.
And we need to find some boots basically. Well, maybe I'll get lucky and it's so weird that boots is my stopgap for Chaos Recipe. That's like never happened before. What are these drop rates, man? Do we even want weapons? I feel like that's the worst. Like, look at all this jewelry, though. Jewelry for days. I mean, still, like, this is still the best strategy, just because you get jewelry. That's really it. If whatever map or league mechanic dropped you a whole bunch of unidentified jewelry, then you could consider that as better, but, like, that's, like, I'll take a lack of boots Chaos Recipe any time.
We've got to make tracks soon.
You know? To like do 20 maps without seeing an amulet drop or something is painful.
Oof. I'm gonna be sore tomorrow. Ah, Here it is.
Yeah, the thing is, if I ran a random map right now, it probably would drop boots or something. Do like the one thing that I'd see. Do like a crazy abundance of boots.
I am.
Always with the RNG. It's not Watch Party Ball. Sad.
I'm taking the longest, bubbliest damn bar.
You mean it's not on Prime? Is that what you mean? Why not Watch Party Ball? Because we have a slightly different strategy. You were here, right? I think you were here the last time. We flipped our Watch Party strategy.
I'm absolutely bloody exhausted.
So Westworld is HBO though, right? It's never going to be on Prime. HBO and Prime do not really.
Beautiful beef. Good
They're like competitors. I mean, but even just for this like random currency too, like even if you never even finished a chaos recipe, it's still better to do this. To do this. I mean, it's just like ridiculous stuff. Ridiculous. All right, let's see what the vendor has done.
Need a trophy?
Purchase. Perception we still don't want, right? Brute force maybe. Lockpicking always good. Character mentality. Lukewarm feelings. Brute force. That's not great selection, but we do have some stuff.
See you
around.
later.
Lockpicking first.
Just don't get in my
I
way.
mean, my car's is full leveled. I guess we can play the other ones. I guess
A job's a job.
if I want to do blueprints, I would, but I'm not sure. Not sure yet. Humans? I did see that before, yeah. I don't think I watched that. I heard it was good though. I think I heard a big. When it first came out, I thought I heard some hype of that around it, but maybe I'm wrong.
Just need a moment to catch my breath. Should stay out of it.
Double jewelry is not really what we want to see though. I guess maybe we should do one of the other ones, like agility or something. Agility, but I didn't even see an agility one in there.
Piss off your shit.
Maybe I should level up and start doing some 60s, 67, 65.
Reckon I'll find something better.
I mean, maybe it's just my luck. I don't know. Can't find boots. I guess I don't need a hat. I need one pair of gloves, I guess. I guess technically I probably have enough stash space to do more. But usually I do like the one big tab and then try to do 10 sets at a time. But
This'll be quick. Any chance you could stop
I guess you could do it every time you get 2 sets or something.
Yeah.
I have 2 sets.
Yeah.
Plus, Heist also drops all of these like synthesized bases too. So if you're like doing an early stacker or something, and you absolutely have to have like strength on your ring or something, you know, you're gonna find those. And even if it's like a tier 4 or whatever, it's still usable, right? For you to start crafting on with like an essence or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just to have 2 guaranteed mods at League Start is so valuable. Is there another one? No. I think I have way too many belts.
Shut it.
Like up 50 billion belts.
Incoming.
Oh shit, this door. Door is hardest part. Oh shit, these guys actually hit. What happened? I have 1 Ghost Shroud left.
Good. You take that.
Is it? Oh, it's because we're in the mansion. The mansion's always the one where they like amped everything up. It's like the final boss of Heist. Final boss area of Heist.
Shouldn't be a problem.
So
Any chance you could stop hitting me?
these guys might have like a big, more physical hits probably. Because my physical resistance is like non-existent. I'm not running determination or anything. I could run Defiance Banner. That one's pretty cheap.
Wasn't worth it, was it?
I think I found 1 pair of boot, right?
Move! On it!
Lockpicking is a little annoying with the blasting, because you like blast your whole flask and then you gotta stop. But so.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Anyway, Soul Rend is pretty good. I like it. Surprised I haven't played this before. I wonder when Soul Rend came out.
This lot don't look friendly.
So 2015? Yeah, no, I know. I remember when it released. I know it's old now, but I remember people talking about it just in general. What time is it? 10:30? The slowest heister of all time. I did drop an instilling though. Once we get full instillings, I can like automate my Jade Flask or something. You know, because who wants to press this one? I think I would press these ones all the time already, but this one could just be up randomly. I guess for Heist, maybe you don't really even want to roll it at all. Now that I think about it, because you probably just want to hit your flask right as you're running through the doors, right? Not like at the beginning of the heist when there's no enemies around, you know? So... I guess there's another way to save some cash money. This is 97 life? That's pretty good on a belt. I need strength really badly though. Oh, this also has strength. Wait, how much strength is this one? 27 only? Oh, this is just infinitely better already. 35 resist as well. Holy shit. How's this so good? It's tier 1 life on a chain belt? I mean, I guess chain belt kind of sucks for tier 1 life. But I could re-roll this again later with higher tier other things. I mean, it's only an item level 64, so what am I kidding? But it doesn't actually hurt me to switch this. It actually helps my strength. Helps my strength, helps my life, helps my mana, helps my energy shield, obviously, because now it's a chain belt. Oh, happy day. Can I craft anything on there? Prefix, prefix, prefix. No, it's like lock solid. It's too bad. Reduced enemy stun threshold is really not that exciting. Unfortunate on that roll, but for beginning gear, just finding. I mean, this would you never would have found this during mapping. You would never found that. It's only in Heist. You only get stuff like that in Heist.
A job's a job.
So, you're unplugging? Alright. Yeah, we usually start pretty late. We could start earlier, I guess. I don't know. We should probably at least wait for VTR. He was the one who suggested, who was vocal about suggestions in general.
Too easy.
So, but I don't know, maybe he wasn't supposed to be here.
Shouldn't be a problem.
I thought I would hear, I'm going to get chicken wings at some point, but
This'll be quick.
So, but yeah, the Discord's pretty safe. Because I could put when we're starting and stuff in there. And I could put the link, so you don't even have to come back to Twitch chat if you don't want, really. But, I need only boots and weapons, I guess. Jewelry's never off. We do have a jewelry thing right here. Do this one. Oh, how lucky.
Put you in a bad mood.
I mean, I'm gonna need regrets too for this, because if I like respec into CI, it's gonna be a lot of regrets. So, I thought about like trying to aim my thing for endgame, but then I was just like, whatever, like endless heist, you just want to be fast, so just get all the speed.
Easy.
I mean, Shadow doesn't get as much speed as like Ranger maybe, but like it's kind of a waste for me to go down to quick step and stuff.
You trying to get us caught?
that. So I suppose this build would be faster if you're a ranger, but it's just nice to have the quality of life for the action speed modifier. It's basically like having those like really endgame boots, you know, or being a Deadeye maybe. But it's even better though because you get cast speed, attack speed, no matter what your building's doing. Like if I later decide to be a bow character, I'm automatically going to be shooting faster than a ranger would. But ranger already would get all the attack speed nodes anyway, so.
You do your job.
It would work out differently, I guess. I mean, there really should be action speed stuff
Yeah.
for all the characters,
I'll fight you.
or at least
I
guess it would take away the uniqueness of Trickster again if they put it on the tree, I guess. But,
Oh, he does it again.
wouldn't it be nice to have an action speed cluster, or a cluster on the tree that had
Beautiful piece.
like a mastery that gave you some action speed, or like slowed down other enemies' action speed or something like that. I think that'd be pretty cool. We're almost gonna be full geared here too with the... Alright, this one we look at because it's synthesized. And if you get something dope, like tier 3 life, baby! Let's go! Actually, if you're in hardcore, this would be like a nut moment. It'd be pretty good. So obviously you'd want it to be higher tier eventually, but this is already pretty good. And how much resistance is that much? 95, damn. I actually do want to wear this. It has dex too? I actually do need that. It's unfortunate I'm gonna have to lose something here. This one is 98, 68. This one is 69, but it has a cast speed. I do really like the cast speed, but I think I'm gonna have to just go here. So we're losing a little bit of cold resistance. And I can't craft cold resistance. LOL XD! Wait, this one's full up too, right? It's probably because I switched out my gear, so now I get more lightning on this one. Which I guess I did need, but the cold resistance is a little low. This had the crafted cold resistance, so. It's actually better for my resistances to not put this ring, but it'll be fine. This ring is just too insane. That dex is gonna be so good too. Now I can actually maybe get a real amulet. Yeah. I could also buy like one of those like silly "you always have envy" or something like that. Maybe that's not the one, but we should refresh the vendor maybe. Is counter thermocharger one that has armor in it? No. So since I always get like all the little boxes anyway, I really don't need to focus on it.
Fella, you need to
I think we could just do lock picking and do the small chests, right? Demolition, engineer. Perception, always good. Perception, no. Engineering, no. Because we're getting like kind of shafted a little bit here. Like the choices.
Oh, okay then.
I think GGG knows what the strategy is here.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Just inadvertently nerf the drop rates of deception concept. I mean, not inadvertently, it would be like purposefully, I guess.
I didn't hear nothing, but let's see.
Strategically.
Enemies heading our way. Finders keepers, eh?
Push, I guess. I saw there was a post on Reddit that was
You're just losing it. How could anything be here?
upset about the harvest changes, mostly because they communicated it like
Weapons up.
kind of oddly. Like they basically didn't communicate that they were removing a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, I assumed that that's what that meant when I read it. So maybe it's just like the maybe that's just like a you've played Path of Exile check before. Like how much of a veteran are you to know from
Don't be so
from patch notes that
paranoid.
everything's probably more of a nerf than you think.
Enemies heading our way.
Especially if they don't specify it. If they don't specify exactly what it is, then you know. They're probably trying to hide that shit. I guess. I mean, it's just like the easier thing for them to do. Instead of just getting like
Oi.
insane backlash every single time they change the game.
Here, I'll prove it. They were so close.
So, it's just silly to me. I mean, Path of Exile at its core is still Path of Exile, whether or not you are doing whatever league mechanic they decide to add. And they can't have a million league mechanics forever. You know what I mean? Like, they gotta start rebalancing them every week. Which is kind of a big challenge and as a developer in general. Like, can't believe they're doing this every week. So, Chris said earlier in a different interview that if they ever put Harvest like more easily tradable or more easily accessible, any of those type of things, that they would have to like nerf down the drop rates or how often you got certain crafts and things like that, because people would just be able to, like in endgame, someone will be able to buy 7 billion whatever life force with all their mirrors, right? And then craft infinitely amount of times, until they get like some ridiculous 1 in a 1,000 chance, you know what I mean? And then make some insane OP gear, and then everybody looks at it and is like, oh, well, if they can make that with Harvest, then we gotta, nerf it down more. So I already knew that was happening. But they're always going to rebalance anything anyway. Because they have to. It's like a requirement of the game. Every single time they add a new league mechanic and stuff like that, everything needs to be like rebalanced, basically. And some stuff kind of fits in its own place, like Heist, basically. This is like a shell of the original Heist, but they hadn't really had to change it too much because you already have a lot of friction to setting up your Heist anyway. You have to like unlock all the guys, and you have to gear them all up, and you have to get rogue markers, and there's a lot of strategy involved in it, stuff like that, right? So, but if you do all that stuff, you still mostly get the drops that you would normally be getting during Heist. Like it's, but obviously you're not getting free stashes every single map or whatever, right? So you can't just like infinitely farm. You have to spec in a little bit with the Atlas and stuff like that, right? But every time they add all these Atlas things and new ways to buff the game, people are going to get more and more ways to do everything, right? So everything's going to have to get readjusted a little bit. Like even Expedition, they changed it after the fact. Not like it was during Expedition Week. But, I mean, some of that's good and some of that's bad. Guess I'm gonna do, I gotta clear my stash out a little bit here. They're pretty much full up. I guess I'm gonna run a couple of chaos recipes here. Very riveting stream material for a Saturday. So. But yeah, when you have no direction for what to do, I don't really think I'm going to blast all the Pinnacle bosses before I go next week, so I'll just wait on that one. So, but I'll probably do the same strategy as last league, although I think I ended last league going, I didn't make a Magic Find character, but I was heavy Magic Find based on the Atlas strategy where you do all the small nodes that get extra drops or whatever. everything becomes double for the small nest. So it actually works out really well because that's the best way to get all the quant on your map for free from your atlas. And if you're just blasting a bunch of maps, you'll just automatically see more drops from all those maps. So it actually worked out really nice, but it did take a while to even get to that atlas point. Like, you need a certain amount of points, and you need a certain amount of map sustain, and all that kind of stuff to set up first. So I think for the initial atlas tree, I'm going to still go heavy. Did I get all of them already? I'm going to go heavy setting up map drops first. Because even during... like I saw 2 maps during the campaign, I guess. Which I guess is about right. And then Carrot gives you one, and you can pick a different one. You know? I guess it makes sense. That drop rates. But still, that's not a very good map sustain to just only have a couple. So usually I spec into all the map stuff and try to get as many maps as possible. And then that just makes it like way easier to get through your atlas. Without having to trade and stuff like that. Like, you definitely do not want to trade at all off the map. It's just such a pain in the ass. So. You missed the stream? Well, hey, what up, VPR? How you doing?
Who put you in a bad mood?
Just doing, we're doing my normal, actually, I did an endless heist last league. I just did normal heist. I would have stopped by now, actually, because I made so much currency already. Because I can easily get through all of mapping now. I'd have to buy some stuff, maybe, so I can get full suppress.
Any chance you could stop hitting me?
And maybe buy my Uber ticket. Because I thought I would drop the thing by now, but I haven't. I guess I should use my voice for this guy. Steel infused gargantuan.
Yeah.
Kind of annoying, these guys. So, but yeah, I'm just doing like chaos recipe and stuff. It's actually decently not exciting, really. It's a very boring strategy. So, but it's just so good. It's like, fortunately, I didn't hate Heist League, so it was never a problem for me to run more heists. I can easily do heists for the whole league and be fine. So, but I'm variety, and I also like to do something new, so, you know, usually change it up a little bit each time.
Incoming. Easy.
So, but I don't know if I'm going to farm Eater, though. I still think Exarch is probably better. So, plus my character's going to be way more tanky this league, just in general. So, it should be an easier time, I think, but... I'm just so fast. These guys couldn't keep up with me anyway. Never be able to. Be out. Gone so long.
This will be quick.
Gone so long. Should change this up a little bit. Do the classics, I guess.
Good. Go.
Alright, I'm not gonna use my flask yet.
Yeah, I know.
Because I got this Doors League.
I'll fight you. I'll bloody do it, mate.
Not this way.
On it.
Endless Heist as a shadow. Easy. Solved it. I solved it. You just do this for the whole league.
Anything down there, Rook? We ain't going back.
Oh man. It'd actually be fine. It'd be rich as hell, for sure.
Craftsmanship. Good luck to you.
What is this? Corrupting Blood Flask? Nice. Do I even need it though? I mean, immunity to bleeding, I guess, but I have decent regen, so it's fine. Maybe someone would buy this, though. Immunity to bleed is kind of like sought after at the beginning, but it's really kind of not the beginning anymore, so. We got tier 1 lightning damage on a minion ring. It's probably not the way. And then we got attack speed with bows, cold skill, recoup. They added recoup, I guess.
Need a trim? Got a few contracts.
I guess I'm gonna have to buy some of these. Engineering. Which one has the good stuff? I need boots. Pretty much only need boots. Is engineering good? I see so much engineering. Engineering is trash. Super trash tier. I need deception. It's all deception. Deception. I guess I could do agility, but I haven't even seen agility. Do I have any in my locker? Too low level. I do. It's engineering though. Trap disarmament is also bad. I guess that's why I put those in here. I got a 67 agility. Somehow.
If you have to, need a job?
I wouldn't D-level again from here, right? Let's just do these ones, I guess.
Your star has arrived.
I guess it's not that important.
Focus.
I could just stop.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Ooh, maybe I'll get an enlightened. That's the one other thing that I would like to drop, maybe.
Need you for this. So distracting and awful.
Even if I don't, I'll still probably get superior ones. It's fine. Because I'm gonna need those anyway.
What? No plot twist. We're just looking around, I swear.
Get some juicy peas. Ba, 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 da, 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 da.
What an anticlimax.
Jewelry again. How much jewelry?
Ooh, really good find.
Door.
Keep it down. There's a lot left to do.
Guess I want a couple of those.
Exile! Need you for this. Finders keepers, eh?
Nice.
What an anticlimax.
Currency is always nice.
Far more tense than I like.
The corrupted ones are such a cuck.
Enemies heading our way.
It'd be nice if you could like get them to roll
Perfect! Now for the
extra
climax.
pockets all the time or something, but just the way that it works now, they usually don't get anything. Strong boxes would be better. Which I probably will do strong boxes still. It's just so hard to beat clicking on a box and getting more monsters.
Far too
You know?
rough.
It's so simple, but yet it works so well for this type of game, right? You just always want that. You know?
Who were you today, Gianna? A star.
If you don't mind clicking on one box, I guess.
The craftsmanship. Happy hunting.
I might skip Harvest this league, maybe. I mean, not Harvest, Harbinger. Tier 7 though. That was good. Okay. Jum. So those ones I can sell for quality. I guess we'll look for a
You
lucky
need muscle.
unique. Uniques are better if you go if you're fast and you make it the heist on day 1 in
You
like
ever get the
3 hours
feeling?
or something.
Nah.
Just need
Never
a
mind.
moment to catch
And
my
you
breath.
farm uniques at that point.
Good stuff.
Nobody will have that many uniques, and you'll be getting them faster than everybody because you'll be heisting. So, minus the other people that are also heisting
Let me just
against
get
you,
this
I
out of
guess.
the way for you.
Destination bow. Even if you're playing solo self-found, it works out so well too, because you can just grab some stuff that you might need for your build. You have to have a little luck,
Might
maybe.
be a jiff.
I don't think I'm gonna get this. Get the small boxes.
Army boss.
Really don't need weapons. Guy needs to die though. Loyal guard, don't slam me.
Right. Well,
Drops a jewel.
carry on, I guess. I'm getting a bad feeling, mate.
Okay. Currency is fine. Oh, I've already dropped 2 of those. Low XD. They're still very common. So even with the unique changes, some of them seem better than others, but even if you had a favorable unique change, if the unique is still like dirt common, it doesn't really matter. You're never going to be able to sell it for worth anything. So, unless you have like perfect rolls maybe, and it's in demand.
Coming through.
Because the divine changes do change that people can re-roll their uniques this early. Right now, if divines were like 11C each, even, or even if they're 20C each, you would be fine re-rolling your uniques with that. But I don't know if first character people are re-rolling with divines. Seems like sacred orbs now. You know, maybe a little bit earlier than sacred orbs you would use them. Obviously, they do more than sacred orbs, right? So it's more valuable for you to divine it anyway. So this is just in Practice Cannot Leech Life. It's not really that good. But, you know, in the unique collection, I guess. And then I have 2 of these now, I guess. So I'm not gonna play. I'm probably not doing minions this league.
Oh, I know the way. Happy hunting.
Because I'm gonna play Trickster all week. So. I don't think I'm gonna do minions, but.
Okay then.
So, but it actually seems like a pretty decent minion league, because the changes to minion league, even though they made it maybe,
Enemies heading our
even though
way.
they downpowered the casual mid-range minion builds, I guess, it doesn't matter because you'll just be able to craft something eventually anyway, and there's way more options now. So, as a casual player, you can just get some random minion ring now, or you can even find it, you know, convoking wands. Like during leveling, I found tons of them, and just hit that with an essence and automatically get like some random minion stats and stuff. You know what I mean? That you would never have access to before.
Low on mana.
You know. So you know. I think it's actually really good to play minions. The meta is just like what might be the question of what minion meta there's going to be. But playing minions should feel very, very comfortable, assuming that you have any basic knowledge of RPG gearing. So, and it is nice that they still have the minion bases as minion bases. So like you can't really roll random minion stats on like a normal item.
Should have rehearsed more. Enemies heading our way.
You know, I mean they don't really have it for the jewels, I guess. Maybe Ghastly if you're doing the abyss.
Mean. What an anticlimax.
The Soul Rend just keeps going, man. Keeps going. Finds someone around the side of a corridor. It's so good. Very cool. Very cool skill.
Good. Now rush the exit. This is your final scene. Don't stop moving.
So I guess I can try to buy another divine.
I need an understudy.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
I have been
No
request.
second act. Leave us alone.
Oops. Actually missed the door. Whoops.
Take a bow. That was phenomenal.
What do your people think about what happened in Arias?
Barbers, sir?
Your strategy VPR, actually, I have a new idea. What you should... Oh, here's a multiple totems. Level 70 though. Wait, is this worth
The end of all things.
something? One exalt is 15 sphere though, right? It's worth 15 sphere, I guess. Your new strategy should just be... You should get a leveling team.
It is a common misunderstanding among your people.
Eternals?
Captains. I cannot
That's what you should do. You should get a leveling team,
Personally, I feel
and then you'll have more fun because you'll be playing with friends and stuff.
many people lost their
Friends, Copium.
their homes, their families.
I mean, when we played
Bad people too.
Grim Dawn,
But even bad people should
even though it was like very slow,
reflect on their
it's still pretty
mistakes
cool.
and change.
So I should sell this for 15
Karma
sphere, I
took
guess.
that opportunity away.
Right.
Or do I really sell it for one exalt? Do people trade like this now? One exalt. It's so weird. Wait, what does the actual trade site say for this one? Wait, I'm not logged in. Oh, this is a different. I don't want to go through this one. Where's it again? I want to do this one. Oh, it's because literally one person has this on sale. Let's look at any, maybe? Still only one person has this? Oh, it's me. I'm the one. I'm the only one that has this. Wait, I'm the only one that has this? That means it's either not in demand, which is the number one thing it probably is, or, you know, or it's very rare, and I can set the price to 17 mirrors. It's worth whatever I say. So, economy 101. All right, I guess we should make a trickster one. Tracker time. Trekkie time. I guess we can delete this one actually completely, maybe. My winter orb from last league, Sag XD. I don't even know what I should buy for this build though. What do I even need? Just suppression gear, I guess? I don't even need anything. I don't even want to run a 6-link. It's gonna be too much mana. I need like so many more levels. Let's see, who's playing Soul Rend for real? The real true Soul Rend people! Where are you at? They're all occultists, lol. Wait. He did it. The one person. Oh, there is some more tricksters. They're just like very low damage. Ascendant. Okay, famous soul render bender. Blender. You have discovered. Oh, he's got a cane. There's a cane of unraveling. Okay, that's cheating. Well, I would have disgusting damage if I was running cane of unraveling. Wither Totem, Bane Despair. He's also using Enfeeble. It's fine. But you could just do like less crit strikes or whatever. They already have that. But I mean, this does kind of work it together. Are they using the action speed buff? They are using the action speed. But you could also run Temp Chains because this person's doing Whisper of Doom, obviously, and going way over here. I'll be right next to Whisper of Doom, so I could get it. I was thinking about getting it to get a mark, because Sniper's Mark would work with Soul Rend because it's a projectile, right? So, usually Mark is good for very, very endgame bosses because you know, you can even anoint the like extra the marks down here if you want. That's usually better because the bosses will have curse reduction and stuff like that. So usually a mark and then plus the curse you can get on the ring, right? So you can get a curse on the ring. But for super endgame smooth clear mapping, you can get like Ashton's Touch maybe, and then go Despair Ring, and then you'll have Temp Chains and Despair, and then use Whisper of Doom to get the second curse, or you can put it on your chest, I guess, and then you know, do that for mapping. But I still think Mark will be better damage against bosses, obviously. So, and then this is the Val Blight, but nothing connected to nothing now. So they're probably not using Blight, really. They're probably just using it for bossing. They're probably just smashing the Val button, but they're probably not holding the Blight down. So, but then they're going Malevolence. So obviously this is an offensive version of the build because they have Malevolence in here. Lightning Golem's in here as well. So, but they're not really using any, I guess Charisma's in here. So they are using a little bit of setup here to get 250s, I guess. 250s, but then only Clarity. Oh, they're doing full level Clarity. So maybe they have the Clarity res, yeah. I guess that works. Just use Clarity. I think instead of Malevolence, I'm going to use Haste at the beginning, but I think I might change eventually when I get faster boots and stuff like that. So this looks pretty good. I'm not going to use Cane of Unraveling, I don't think. I think Cane of Unraveling is fine though. It is the easiest way to get the most damage probably, because it's just straight up plus to cast spell gems. So where are you getting +2 to cast spell gems this early in the league? You can get one on your amulet. This person already has Assassin's Touch too. Alright, I guess Despair Ring is maybe what I want, so we can drop the Bane setup. I can do Cast on Death Portal. Is that the real? Is that the real? We just want a Despair Ring? Did I even have a Curse Ring in this setup? I don't think I did. I used like a mark, I think, for this build. What is it called even? I don't even remember what it's called. Spare. I mean, we could also do one of these with as no aura, but then we have to still run it. This one. Oh, we can get it on a wand as well. I think we want it on a ring, right? Eventually this will have to be a different thing, but we'll start with this. Why is this so big? Do I have my, am I zoomed in? I am zoomed in. Probably from last time. New direct whisper function, yeah. Actually, all the quality of life stuff has been great, which GG always comes through. But whenever they add something like you know, the highlight or whatever, then I'm just like, well, why don't you have all of the, you know, like there's so many other things you can have. You know, like direct whispers or whatever. Actually, I need online only again. Alright, so we don't want a minion ring, definitely not. I'm gonna need like disgusting amounts of resistance, probably. I don't think you can get we can't get suppression on a ring, right? Elemental. And then life. Actually, it would be. I'll leave the life out because we can do it like this. Now. We kind of want cast speed as well. So we're gonna do life. Energy shield also would be fine. And then, what was the other one I just said? Life, energy shield, oh, cast speed. Let me just do a count of 1. And there's no results found. Wait a minute. Is this not the right one? Oh, this might be it. This might be too much. Okay, yeah. 2 divines? Damn. For like a pretty standard rank. Okay, wait a minute. How about none of these things? Is there really a big res ring? No, there's not. Is this a suffix, maybe? Yeah, it is. And this one's 4 divines. At least 50 already puts it at 2 divines. 53 is the most health we got on here. 1 energy shield, well, let's see. Yeah, I mean, it might be kind of early league to even buy this. The thing is if I don't buy this, and I, 1 divine still. Wow. Why is this so expensive? Really? Alright. Well, I mean, I don't have to worry about it yet, but, actually, let me just put this in here. Soul Rend has a hit component, so this actually works fine. We're not peripheral rating in any way, really. How do I spell that? A-S-E. I just want to see how much they are. Also a divine? Divine and a half-ish? Okay. I mean, that could be a thing. Enemies are blinded, helps with our evasion, technically. Temporal change is also nice, because then they'll be slower. And we're already reducing their action speed anyway, as a part of Trickster, so this kind of synergizes as well. We need intelligence, we need life, we need mana, so... Energy shield is a good base for this, so it would be nice if this had evasion, though. But in terms of, like, endgame stuff, you know, you're gonna be able to do that just fine. So then I guess plus, the other ones we can look for is a plus. Plus the level of cast skill jumps. So this could be on an amulet. So amulet, I need strength real bad. Guess what else do I need from an amulet? Everything. What does this have on here? We have 20 intelligence as well. And 43 strength. That's it? Damn, this is really bad. Oh, there's cast speed, I guess. Lol. 5 intelligence and strength. Actually, I don't need the dex because of this ring, right? So... And this shield, I guess, as well. This shield's pretty good. Has movement speed and chance to block. But eventually I'm going to want an ES shield, probably. So I guess I need strength and intelligence. Strength and cell, and then we'll probably get life or something. Still too cheap. Is there a % life? Probably not, right? Still too cheap. I guess it depends on how much strength is on here. What's the most I can get? 79. Gain life and mana per kill. Wait, this is -2. What the shit? Oh. Holy shit, the stats on this one, though. I can't do minus, though. That's like a dead item. Wait, how do I get rid of minus ones? At least 0? Does that work? Okay. At least 0. Give me at least 0 to my skills. Lol. Alright, this one's fine. It's got 70 to strength. It actually has 22 to all. That's really good. 22 plus 22, 22 plus 22. 22 plus... So it has int on it just because of all. But then these ones are actually 22 plus 21 for strength. And then it also has additional 27 strength. There's just no resistances on this thing. Well, it's 10 resistance. And then it gets real expensive after that. I guess we would probably put this in account. Go life, energy shield, cast speed, and I guess % stuff would also be nice too, but that's like very end game. So, and then I guess we need at least, I don't know how much strength we actually need now. I pull this off, it gets spacey. But this has 43 strength on it, so I need at least that, I guess. So yeah, this is pretty reasonable. We can get up to 70, it looks like. There's no +2. Cold damage doesn't work that great. Double attributes. Life regen would be okay. Cast, ooh. A big fat cast speed. And 21% increased maximum energy shield. Pretty nice. The attributes are kind of rough. Can't really do anything with the physical. And it's a full stock up here, so we can't craft anything onto it. This one has great stats. Holy shit. This person probably got this from the Kalandra mechanic, right? 39 intelligence plus 32. You don't need the attacks. Has regen on it too. I mean, this is pretty good. I would take it like right now. But this stuff's gonna infinitely get cheaper, right? Probably. I mean, this one might be worth just for the cast speed energy shield. This one I can transition into CI easier, maybe. 45 strength. I feel like I'm gonna need more than this though, eventually. This one has mana on it. Could be nice. Little old shopping time. Yeah. I was kind of avoiding getting stuff like this because the lead mechanic is going to drop you rings all the time, right? So unless you need something specific like Despair on hit or whatever, right? You're probably going to get a better... Going to get something way better. I'm still going to need a lot of cold resistance. Maybe I should look for a Corrupted 6 link for it. Wow. So that's my real end game here. I want 1 red, maybe. I could do 2 reds if I wanted to go inspiration, but that would just be for mana cost. So it's gonna feel bad if I do that, probably. I think my full soul rend was I think it's this, right? And then I have to decide if I want to. I think I was gonna do a small arcane surge instead of big arcane surge. But I could do big arcane surge as well. Probably cheaper on the mana. No, it's about the same. And then, you know, there's life tap and stuff, but we're probably not gonna do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if this becomes the setup, then it's what, 3 blue? It's still 3 blue even with the arcane surge. 3 blue, 2 green, 1 red. 3, 2, 1. Wait, not this one. 3, 2, 1. And then it has to have evasion. And then I guess I would like energy shield to be on it as well. And then we just have to look for big numbers of anything. I would like suppress on this. Pretty nice. Holy shit, just for 10 suppress. Oh, well, this is a crazy number, though. Holy shit. Only 400 evasion, though. Is that even good? I guess that's about what I have right now. Keep clicking on the wrong thing. But this is no way worth that. Yikes. Like 10 decks. Like the worst rolls ever. Some favorable colors, I guess. So you could also run 4 blues, I guess, and no reds. Not cheaper. This is a much better thing except for the life roll, I guess. Right. Can I really run 4 blues? I guess I could also run 3 greens. Well, that's the most expensive. I could also run a 5 link, I guess. So what do I take out? I take out a blue. Yeah, void manipulation is probably better. Three divine orbs, Jesus. So this is basically what I'm working with right now, but I would upgrade to 5 link, I guess. Whoops. Okay. I guess let's keep it like this, and I'll throw this in here as a potential first chest. I guess I could also try to get one of those unique chaos chests or something like that, like the cherubs or whatever. Is that even good for this build? I guess 52 increase. Yeah, it's good for this build. This would give me a little armor too. I guess that's fine. Life leech doesn't really help us that much, I guess. Really want plus gems though, more so than this. I mean, I guess I could just get a Cane of Unraveling. Cast speed per power charge actually works. This actually is a power charge generation as well. And mana regen. It's actually kind of disgusting. This item just being so tailor-made for cast damage over time. If I use Cane of Unraveling, then I could drop the charge generation. Well, I don't even need power charges, but this would give me mana regen. And we're casting a lot of mana cost already. Because full rend is expensive as hell. I guess I'll leave that in there. Alright, so out of all the tricksters we got here, what are they looking like? Some people actually are going all the way over here, but not to divine. Not completely. Not completely over there. This is the suppression wheel. I guess this is easier to get to than the one down here. So that does make sense to hit that one. I could hit that one as well. Which would actually make it way easier on gear. I'm already right next to it, right? I don't think I would get it instead of this. We could cut all of this maybe. Just to get the Grace Mastery here. Lose a little life. Alright, so did I check the new stuff? The new stock? Perhaps never. I guess I can buy these. Lock pick. Ability. Perception first. Ability, counter. Engineering now. Okay, we're out of stuff. So the answer is I actually don't even need any of this stuff. We probably will have to adjust into something for mapping. But I could start with just getting a 6-link. Oh, you know what I should look up too? There's the cluster jewel setup, right? What is it? Unwavering Evil? This is the one that I have right now. With the interruption from stuns. Look up what actually rolls on these, I forget. Is it chaos damage or something else? Yeah. The overtime is on the mediums, I guess, right? So these all have the chaos tag. This was the evil one. And it's eye level 1. So you can always roll this. Touch of Cruelty is hinder enemies on hit, Oh, that actually synergizes pretty well. So we kind of want that on something. Could potentially have 2 of these. This one has skill effect. That one's also really good, but it needs to be level 50. This one is 10% chance to... We don't have crit. And then this is 2% increased cast damage per mana. We're not really spec'd into that, but I could be spec'd into that. And then this stuff doesn't matter. This is no... Attack and cast speed is really good, but this has so many tags on it. I guess you could roll casters or speed to potentially get Unholy Grace. We pop this with like one of these ones. Be pretty good. This one is enemies you... Oh, this is the Exploding. I feel like you'd have to have 2 of these to get 20% and still be half as good as the... Could do it though. This is like really endgame. And then this is... nothing. So this is what you would want to roll. It's all cast, but this one has speed and caster on it. Okay. So it's, what's my perfect one? Unwavering Evil, Touch of Cruelty. It's either or, actually. Wicked Fail also works. Wicked Paul? The Wicked Paul. We'll count 2. And then Unholy Grace is the other one. So we would prefer this to be... Oh, we can get these on small as well. Well, that's cool. Wait. Oh, this is cast damage over time for this one as well. So I actually want to research on this one. Like this. Yeah. Alright, so this is my original account, and then this is my 8th passive, right? And then this is where we can specify if we want to, and then this stuff shouldn't matter. So this is the real search, right here. Because we could use a 9 passive, which is fine. The one that I found was what? Sorry, no. It's a 10 passive. Right? So this is already better. Right? And it solves my initial problems. Here. So this is already a good one. So it looks like we can buy this decently evil, or decently easy. One of these is going to be on the back though. I'll have to look it up. This one's cast resistance. So if we go all 3, this one's, one of these is probably on the back though. Sounds like a pal. So this is my large. And then we'll probably need a medium too. I'll probably just, I really should just harvest craft these. They look like pretty easy to roll. You don't really care too much about hitting like any of these, like 2 of any of these to start. Would be a nice one. And like, what else are you gonna get with a cast roll? Like ideation, maybe. You could get these. So, but then you just roll again, right? So it shouldn't be too hard. And then the medium it's pretty much the same thing, right? Except for it's 4 to 5. But this one is actually going to be medium. Yes. This one has more choices though, right? So this one I also wouldn't mind getting stuff like damage over time with flasks, right? But we probably don't need that one that much, but it wouldn't be bad. This one has recovery, but the Trickster already has so much recovery, probably don't need that one, but it's also fine. This one has ailments, but it has damage over time, so it's also fine. This one has mana and mana regen, so that's also good. Could use one of those to start. This is the... Is this Wither damage? So you could get Wither on hit for like a little bit of easier life. Also, would be fine. This has multiplier. This is probably the most damage one. This one has life and damage, so that's really good. This one is... So any of these would be fine. This is what I should set my search. This is only for crit. This is for poison. This is cast speed, but I don't want poison. Poison and bleeding together. This is cast resistance with damage over time. It's pretty good. I think this is the best in slot though. It's damage over time with increased maximum energy shield, and you regenerate 2% of energy shield per second if you kill recently. So that's just, you're gonna be just so tanky having having that on here. So I think actually what my search is gonna be is just literally just that one by itself. How much is it? No results found. Oh. There we go. Easy. Although we'd have to find one where it doesn't like dead the... Like this is a dead node for me, right? So we don't want that. This one's fine though. This has life and life regen and attributes on it. So good. So cheap. So I guess I could get a second one then. No. We just have to force vial. Force vial and then get a second one like this. So, because we probably want one ignore stuns, we want one hinder thing, right? And then this. I don't get hit too often, so I'm not sure about getting the armor cluster. Because last league I went armor, pretty heavy armor. I think I went all everything. I went armor, evasion, and because I was Scion, so it's actually everything. But what was like a really convenient thing to do was to just get the thing that has I forget what it's called. Actually, I could figure that out really quickly. All armor, enduring composer, right? I can actually look up maybe some other ways to get this effect. But if you've been hit recently, then you get an endurance charge. If you get hit at all, you basically have full endurance charges. So this is pretty good. But we're gonna be like so evading everything. I think it might actually be bad. And the other problem is this will be impossible for me to roll. I mean, I guess this is fine. If I just get like armor and life together or something. Just a big, well, I guess I'd probably rather be energy shield maybe. This sounds like block spell damage on it stuff. So like that would be pretty good. This is determination mana res, so like that could be good. I'm gonna try to fit determination in later. This is small armor. So, but the other way to do it is if I'm already planning on going CI, what we actually might want to do is just do an energy shield cluster. And then I can get I mean, that's fine. All of these are fine. Probably Mystical Ward. Because this one has the black spell damage as well. Get the regen. We don't want stationary. We can do discipline again as well. But there's only one thing on here, so we gotta be... Something we would spend 2 points on, I guess, is the real thing here. So, like, this is the ultimate hybrid node right here. Has 10% increase energy shield and 8% increase life, right? So, that's disgusting for Shadow in general. And then you can also get Vow on the small, too. Might be easier to get it on the small. So there's some options here. These ones might not be easy to roll. So what is it called? Mystical Ward. Talent. Actually, we probably just want to search individually for these ones. Should be pretty cheap. Oh, this is on a block, though. Do I want it on block? I think I'd want the 6%. Increased energy shield plus this. Otherwise, it's 1% plus this. I think I would rather it be the energy shield, probably. Filter. Coming back later? Alright. Well, we should probably start soon. Are you, getting your chicken wings? Well, yes, I guess. So all this stuff's gonna be cheaper next week, right? I might even have to do harvest at all. I could buy the stuff now, I guess. Wow. Sublime Sensation. Sublime Sensation is just so good. I guess that's maybe kind of a boring node, maybe. Pretty cheap. Yeah. So, oh wait, I'll just resave this one. So that's all the clusters, right? Large, medium, or smalls. So some combination of those fit into the build. Test amulet, ring despair. Oh, boots. What's the best boots for this build? So we want energy shield probably on boots, and then it doesn't matter after that. Could also have evasion, I guess, on boots. But it's maybe not as required as the chest piece. So this one we need movement speed. And we're not stopping below 30. So that's pretty much it. Oh, I need suppress, so maybe I do need vision on the gear then. What is the best suppress you can get on boots? 12 now? Well, that's actually tier 2. These ones are alright. So at least 11 suppress then. And then I don't know, I might need some intelligence on this. It would make it easier if I just rolled the intelligence on the boots, I guess. This has a lot of resistance on it at the moment though. Just any resistances. One divine. Wait, how much life is this? Actually, this is a decent life roll. I don't know if I'd pay a divine for this though. Alright, let's just do boots. Be cheaper later. Gloves is maybe still to be determined. Helmet. I guess gloves, I'm gonna need to search a different glove, probably. This is actually my glove setup as well, right? But gloves we could get like a nerve or something if we want. Yeah, like this one's cursed elemental weakness on head or something. We don't want that, but tier 2 is 11. So that's pretty much the same for gloves here. Gloves. And then hat as well. Helmet. Helmet we probably want to find something we can do a thing on. So this one we actually want the biggest energy shield possible as well, but I guess that's not the most important. Let's look for high life. Probably we'll need the resist maybe the most, but like 38's gonna feel so bad for resist for an energy shield here, but not like we can go that much higher it looks like. So that's my suppressed gear, I guess. And that's it. Flasks, clusters, timeless jewel. Probably don't need it. It's like a very easy build. Just like has disgusting nuts recovery and stuff. Do this one first.
A star as always. Take a deep breath before we head in.
So I actually don't think I'm gonna make any purchases now. I should look at buying more divines before I leave though.
Climax. Guards,
Maybe.
weapons up. Find us keep it safe.
Nice. What is this? Weapons?
Don't be so paranoid.
Or it's armor.
Always knew I'd knock him dead.
Do I even need, what do I need? Boots? I don't need hats at all. Boots. Oh shit. This guy actually hits.
Now that
Chainmail?
satisfying.
Oh, he's got the burning ground. I think my Pantheon's actually sent to less Ignite, right? Which is this the Ignite one too? Unaffected by burning ground? Yeah, I'm gonna do that for sure. That's the minor Pantheon,
Should've rehearsed
indefinitely.
Guards, weapons up.
I mean, it'll be nice to be completely immune to Ignite eventually, but it would be an end goal for defenses, I guess.
This is far more tense than I like.
Probably not need any of those.
We've got trouble. Don't be so paranoid. Look, nothing's here.
I used to get those immunities like on rings and stuff, just randomly.
And there
Because if people like have a corrupted,
was everything she
like
wanted.
cannot be bled or something on a ring, a lot of times they don't want to use that. You can't like craft stuff onto it.
Good. Now rush the exit. This is your final scene.
But I guess you could also maybe get it on jewels or something.
Don't stop
It's like a
moving.
super quality of life if you got flex spots, really. Should have good enough regen even when we go CI that it won't matter, but maybe we'll need
Oh,
it.
I know. Farewell.
If I go CI, then I definitely won't have any problems with poison. Heist doesn't even really have chaos damage that much, I don't think. So, you don't even really need it. But I like to go here just to get the corrupted blood, I guess. Because you do need that. Die like so fast from corrupted blood if you ever get hit with it. Kind of unavoidable anyway. So, but I'm gonna have to flex the tree a little bit so we can get this dual sockets and stuff. So, but it has been working out pretty smoothly so far. I don't think I can buy another divine yet. I'm kind of close. I only have one other step though. I have what, like 65 chaos? We're in the 90 range. Probably gonna go up by tomorrow, so. How's this getting so full? I'm gonna have to go through all this stuff I got, I guess. I did sell a few leveling items here and there for like 5C. A wand and a boot or something, or I don't know what other people bought, something. Ring or something maybe. Pretty easy to sell things for 5C actually. So I just made this whole tab 1 divine so people wouldn't bug me too much. Kind of hard to trade when you're in Heist because you gotta leave the rogue harbor. They can't come to your rogue harbor. It's like very annoying. So all the things that would be better if they just had like a little, you know, imagine if they did the ultimatum like pause and then a trade window popped up. Like only if you accepted it, right? So they send you a message and then when you click on the join the invite, instead of join the invite being like a confirmation thing and then you gotta go find their hideout, then you gotta go to their hideout, then you gotta wait for them to come to the hideout, then you gotta do the trade, then you gotta do the trade. You know, imagine if it just paused right then when you said accept the trade or look at the trade or whatever, and then it brings up the ultimatum window-ish stuff, but instead it's a trade window, and one side is your stuff, one side is their stuff, and then the thing that you want to put in there is there, and then whatever currency was the offer automatically gets pulled out of your stash and into this little window, and it says, hey, do you want to spend this, you know? Or maybe it just pulls up, maybe you have like the side open tab that automatically pulls open your stash. You know, like when you're at the map device and you get that extra window, you know, just like that. But instead it's your stash when you're in the trade window only. So you can look at your currency and see if you really want to spend that last divine or whatever. Yeah, but it would just be so much easier. But I guess that's not a friction. So what do you think? This is definitely an endless heister. Sitting at 67 on day 2. These guys could be leveling second characters potentially, I guess. Badlands though. I mean, this has got to be a. Oh no, he's in the quarry. Never mind. Maybe he's leveling. Maybe they're leveling. It's funny because they do show in the thing here when people de-level. Yeah, like here. It's now 63. It's now 63. It's now. It's just hilarious. Like this person just did it. It's now 67. Because they can. Once you get to 68, you don't get the contract same. I mean, you still get them, but
Need to keep busy.
they'll all be 67 forever. You know what I mean? So getting to 68 doesn't help you really, and then it does you level slower as well. And you want to be able to get, you want to be able to get this bar to fill up a little bit. That's why I think low-level endless heist is maybe a little bit better, because, well, I guess it doesn't matter that much. Because if you're 66 running a 67, you're still going to get that extra XP. I think it's still easier to do like 62 or something, if you can. Because you'll level up in like 3 to 4 contracts, and even if you get like shit,
Got a
like
few contracts
selection,
on offer.
the thing will be refreshed by then, right?
See you later.
So you kind of want it to refresh like every time you get a bar, basically. And then you buy everything out, and then go down, and then you can buy everything out again, right? And then hopefully with those 2 vendor refreshes, you should be able to have like enough to level again, right? Like 4 contracts or something. You know, like good ones, 4 good ones. And then when you level again, you'll have the chance to look at the vendor again, right? Because it'll refresh. So it actually works out nice. I also got 18. I guess that's nothing to slouch at, is the 18 stack decks as well. I assume they're going to be like 1-to-1-ish eventually. So Divine Orbs are 95 maybe now. So here's my Exilence, but I don't have everything in here yet. I just added... I just have my dump tab, and then my stat, my money, and then this is fragments, but I don't really have any fragments. And then assets, right? This is Flask. This is Delve. Or Div. No, this is Div. Unique tab, maps. I don't think I need to. This is Metamorph. I should probably add this. I don't need to add Blight or Delve. I don't think. So I should add this tab as my Delve tab. No, but it's not going to change that much because I don't really have that many fossils right now. But I would like to have fossils in this list. And then I also think I have the Resonator too, but I only have a 3 Resonator, so I don't think it's that expensive actually. 4 Resonator maybe. It's like 30C maybe or something. Whatever it is. It's something. So the essences are in here. Money tab, Divine tab. I'm gonna have to sell all this stuff for GCPs and then see what my real thing is. So, I think it's movie time. Let me go down over here. But anyway, Trickster pretty strong. So even if you go like attack build or whatever, you can go energy bleach. So this also might be a good contender for doing cast when channeling or cast on crit, but if it's cast on crit, it might still be better to be assassin and then just get this as your 5th one. So, but obviously I'm not going to be doing that because I'm Trickster, permanent Trickster. So we'll have to see. I'm just going to stay self-cast for now because that's usually the most damage you can get on League Start gear. It's just to stay self-cast. And then later on when you get a dumb amount of gear where you have like the best weapons and insane clusters and stuff like that, where your damage is so high, then you can suffer adding a cast on crit or a cast on channeling or something to your setup and be like super, super easy. I could also potentially just get Soul Drinker as my 5th too, right? Like I could spec into this and then just still get this with the jewels. This might be an expensive one to get that, so we have to see which one's cheaper and get the other one. Or you could also get Swift Killer. Be fine too. Frenzy charges would not be bad on this build permanently. And in fact, if I only wanted 1 charge, it probably would be Frenzy charges. So, since Soul Rend has a hit component, you could potentially get the thing that's like Frenzy on hit on the chest. It's a little expensive to do all that. So I probably won't be doing that on this character. But that's a potential way to get Frenzy without having to do all this stuff. I don't think there's really any good synergizing clusters that work. There is some clusters that give you power charges, maybe. So that could be a thing. Alright. Let's start the first movie. Then, anyone here? How do you spell licorice? It's like Lyco rice. You starting? I'm trying to. Oh, okay. So people are paying attention? Alright. Hilarious. Yeah, we're gonna start. I just wanted to see if people are around. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick though. I think this is pretty good. Currency start though. I got going. Right. Where's my picture? Oh, here it is. You really like this track? Yeah, it's pretty nice. I feel like this one could be like a little bit of a piano lobby, but it is nice. It feels nice. Certainly feels nice when you're playing a chill game like Path of Exile with your friends online. And they all love the game so much, and they never complain on Reddit, and they think Chris GGG makes the best decisions every time, and he never nerfs anything. It's always for the betterment of the game. Yeah, I just want Chris to show up to Reddit one day and just be like, "Get good, noobs," on like all the posts. He would never do that, but he's like such a hard... I don't know if he's a hardcore player, but he's a hardcore player in terms of... like, he prefers the game to be harder all the time. He's old school like that. So when people are on Reddit like, oh my god, they nerfed all the shit again. You know, I always want him to show up and just be like, get good! That'd be like the perfect shit. To just come in and troll. Because Reddit is already kind of a place where people are on like a negative keel in the first place, you know what I mean? Like there are some posts, you know, whenever we generalize, someone can make an exception, right? There are plenty of posts where someone says, you know, hey, I appreciate, you know, but most of the time it's like, here we go again with the bullshit, right? So it would just be hilarious if Chris actually drank the Kool-Aid with them one day and was just like, oh, you want to fight like this? Alright. How about get good then? So, but anyway, maybe I'm just an advanced player at this point, but I have no problem spending 0 currency and just like destroying the game every time. Unless when they add new bosses and stuff like that, right? But you're not supposed to beat those bosses on day 1 anyway, you know what I mean? You need gear and you need to farm shit. You know, it's an RPG. So sometimes that means you're gonna RNG a little bit from good gear. You know, like check this out. This is pretty fun. I just randomly found a chain belt that has like exactly all the shit that I need. You know? But I could have not found this, and then, you know, obviously my gearing would have been a lot harder, or I would have just been less tanky or whatever. It's not the end of the world. They'll just play and you get it eventually. So. But anyway, we're gonna watch Licorice Pizza here. Path of Exile is over for the day, I guess. Maybe I'll play it on the... I'll set it up. You guys can't see my screen, so I'll just play Path of Exile the whole time, and then we'll just do a watch party. You'll have no idea. I'll just have the watch party like over there. No, I'm not gonna do that for real, but we're gonna watch Licorice Pizza here in just a few minutes for the first of our doubleheader watch party tonight, double feature. And then I guess Lost City is the other one. Unless people have Now is your last chance. Last chance to have an exception with the schedule. But this is it. And what up, Captain Mills, as well in the chat. How you doing? How you doing? Tomorrow's gonna be a good day. Cool. I object. So, anyway, these are my new wings. They gave these out too. These like helmet wings. Wait, no one can see this. They gave out these helmet wings, I guess. Or they didn't give them out. That's part of the achievements. Part of this thing. That's the first thing you got. Tier 1. I guess I completed 6 challenges by just playing the game. I didn't realize I did these. Allocate masteries and stuff. Enter the lake. Yeah, like play the game. That's pretty good because last league I never even made it to. I think I got 8 for the whole league, maybe. Last league. But maybe this will be better challenges. Wait, I still only have 4 though. Oh, I guess this is. I guess this is for 4, maybe. So it's nice that they have some lower tiers. Last league was too much. I was like, I'm not doing any of these. So you're gonna veto which one? You want to veto licorice pizza? You're really gonna wrench us right now? Oh, you're kidding? Okay. Well, fuck you, man. Fuck you. Go back home and talk to your friends about how terrible your decision making is. All right, I have nothing. Whoops. I'll be right back though. Let me type in Discord, I guess. Whoops, now I got the wrong thing. Okay, I'll be right back. Thanks for hanging. We're gonna start the movie. Now's the time to get your popcorn ready. And then, yeah, then we'll watch The Lost City. Unless anybody has an objection to that. Hopefully these movies aren't, like, insane long. Alright, I'll be right back.